Hi everyone, it's Brett Matsura, your go-to guy for California real estate. So today is Tuesday, January 15th, 2013. Boy, was 2012 crazy. And that's what this video blog is about. It's a recap of 2012 and what I expect for the Orange County, Southern California real estate market in 2013. So let's talk about 2012. Going into 2012, you start to see a little things change. You actually, to be kind of the market in a nutshell, 2012 from the beginning to the end, actually probably towards the end of 2011, we literally, our market did a 180. I mean, we went from going in this direction and then we turned around and went the other direction. The amount of inventory that was on the property in 2012, going into 2012, exceeded demand. Now, when you have inventory that exceeds demand, that's a buyer's market. Now, we had a lot of foreclosures, we had a lot of short sales, we had a lot of inventory. And a lot of people were just kind of wary about the market. Now, in 2012, that all changed. The inventory came down, partly because of the shadow inventory that we were supposed to see in the market from foreclosed. Banks have decided to withhold that from the market. In addition to Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac and FHA, they're all withholding that inventory from the market with the intent of keeping inventory low so prices go up. And it's working. As far as 2012 goes, it was absolutely crazy. In fact, let me throw out some numbers for you. So the type of transaction, so we had a total in all of 2012 in Orange County, there were just over 31,500 sales that occurred, and that's through the MLS. Now, we don't account for the properties that, this is just MLS data. It doesn't go over properties that did not sell through the MLS. Small percentage, less than 10% probably, as most properties do sell through a realtor and through the MLS. But 31,575 to be exact. Now, out of those transactions, the way that people bought properties, 55.6% was cash, 27.4% was, 55.6% was conventional financing. That's 5, 10, 15, 20% down. And then cash purchases came in a second at 27.5%. And then in a third position, 11.6% was FHA, and then VA represented only 1.6%. So you had those four up, and that's 96.2% of all the transactions. The remaining, 6%, 7% were just, either they didn't report or just different types of financing. Now, number of days on property. 27% of all properties that sold within the first 30 days. That's from the day they went on the market to the day they got closed. So that's pretty quick. But when you look at it, and 27.5% are cash, I mean, it's going to be pretty fast. 21.8% actually sold 31 to 60 days. And then it just, the higher the number goes up, the number of days on market goes up, the lower the number goes down. So most all homes sell within the first 30 days. And then I want to go over what's very interesting to me in the type of sale. You have the standard sale, you have the bank-owned sale, and then you have the short sale. And the way that breaks up, 61% of all sales are standard sales. Those are sales where the buyer and seller come to an agreement and they didn't need a third-party approval. Second runner-up at 25%, so 1 out of every 4 properties, short sales. And then a distant third, 11%. So 1 out of 10 properties are bank-owned. And that's all of Orange County. Now, I can narrow things down and look at each individual marketplace, and it will reflect a little bit of a change, but for the most part, it's going to reflect very, very similar to these numbers. Now, my outlook for 2013. I look at that to be an extension of 2012. We still see the federal government stimulating the economy. The interest rates are still low. As long as we don't have any serious monetary supply in financial terms, I expect the real estate market to be bullish. If you're in the market to buy, now's the time to do it. Interest rates are still historically low. The Feds have said that they don't intend to raise interest rates till at least 2015, although depending on other economic factors, they may not have any choice but to raise interest rates. But as far as what they want to do, they don't want to raise them until 2015 at the earliest, or until I think unemployment gets 6.5%, a real number, whereas people are getting jobs, not dropping from the unemployment number. Whole different blog. But yeah, for 2013, again, expect to be bullish, meaning I expect it to go up. I think from the year over year, end of 2011 to 2012, or the beginning of 2012 to the end of 2012, we've seen about a 17% increase in home values. So about 1.5% per month. Basically what that means to people who are buying, if you buy in January, your home could very well be worth 17% more in December of that following year. So it's better to buy sooner than later. We are seeing a lot of competition because of the low inventory. Depending on the price range, the lower the price range, the more the competition. So it's kind of buyer versus buyer. I posted last year a blog about buyer versus buyer, how to beat out another buyer. So if you're a cash buyer, conventional buyer, on a property that is marketed or listed at a fair market price, you should probably plan on paying more, because it's going to turn into a bidding war when you're bidding up against 5, 10 other offers, half of them being cash offers. The only thing you can do is actually sweeten the terms. Close fast, more money. Much different than when we went into 2012. So that's my outlook for, that's my review of 2012. Did a complete 180. Outlook for 2013 is much of the same of 2012, unless we have a serious economic issue. And, if you have any questions, please reach out to me. You can reach me by phone, email, or just instant message on my website. Thanks for watching.